integrated wings. The way you load the gun, the band's really sitting here nice and tight. Looking down the spear, you get a really good view. This thing's gonna cut through the water like butter, baby. Oh yeah.
The goal for the Raider was a modern design blended with old school RIFFE reliability. We built on top of the framework of success we had with the Blue Water Elite, improving on the ergonomics, efficiency, and aesthetics of the previous design. What we came up with was a gun that absolutely blew my mind. Insanely accurate, easy to move and swim with, low recoil, solid construction, and really clean looking lines.
Doing. All right, guys, we're heading out. We got some good reports, bluefin here. We're gonna run probably 30 or so miles offshore to check our first spot. Wind's down, so it should be a really good day.
So very excited about trying these in schooling fish or different kind of conditions where I can measure distance, see how the penetration goes like, and yeah, excited about trying the gun in different kind of conditions that we're used to.
Kind of like trying to catch up with the main school. Ryan told me, hey, see, let's just go around the other way. And this like smaller school, looks like bigger fish, were away from the school and they literally passed underneath me. So that was epic. Oh, the gun was awesome. I had to shift a lot because there was like a few fish that was like, and then this one turned and showed me the head and it looked a little wider than the rest of the fish in the school. And easy. She was actually swimming away. And the gun was amazing.
We're shooting an 11/32 shaft out of this gun, and we got 5 5/8 rubbers on it, so it's a lot of power moving a lot of steel. So because of that, platform that's really gonna resist that movement, because there's a lot of forces when you pull the trigger. Not only is the shaft going out, but the bands are contracting, the muzzle wants to rise, so you really need to have the right design so you can counter all that and have a really straight, accurate shot. It's kind of tough to find a breezer there for a while. We're working really hard at it. Not a lot of action. Out of nowhere, we found a really good spot of fish. Birds working, good texture on the surface. Ryder got us around in front of it. Mike and I slid in the water. It was dirty, it was tough to see. We dove down about 40, 50 feet, and the fish were coming by on both sides. So you're like looking on both sides, trying to decide which one you're gonna commit to. And then I noticed a bunch of fish swimming below me. So I swung the Raider, got a pretty good angle, made a couple quick kicks, and had a downward shot on this fish. Fish took off, got him up, got the 110 for the kill shot, stoned him first shot, fish on the boat, our business.
The gun moves great in the water, diving for these tuna, especially like when these schools come through and you gotta punch a dive to like 30 to 50 feet super fast. The shape of the gun's great. You're able to get down there and not really think much of it at all. Glides through the water too when you're trying to pick a fish out of the school. That was super nice. With that last school, I was able to just pick a fish and move the gun pretty quickly and take a shot, so that was pretty cool. Super easy to move around, especially on those fast moving fish. I was able to swing it around with no problem at all.
Yeah, they're flying too.
Yeah, they're going pretty fast.
They were ripping through that bait so fast.
Yeah, no problem.
I was kind of worried when I dropped you guys in. I was like, they were moving so quick. I was like, no, we should have waited for a different opportunity.
Yeah.
And then like right away, Craig was like, oh, they're under the boat. And then Ryder's floats just took off. I was like, all right, they're on. Beautiful fish, dude. I just said that, pick it up on you guys. Nice, dude. That's awesome.
In designing the Raider series, we wanted to take the Blue Water Elite and then make it even better. So, you know, with our local bluefin fishery exploding over the last few years, some of our local divers have been super instrumental in the design process. That's, you know, Brandon Wahlers, Ryan Moore, Ryder Devoe. These guys are shooting, you know, really nice bluefin, and you know, some of the stuff we've taken from their experiences is needing a little bit further shots and better penetration to get through these thick bodies. So that's where a lot of the ideas and experiences come from, this local tuna fishery that we've really seen explode over the last few years in our local divers.
Yeah, so the Raider gun was designed here to be a
a newer, improved version of the mid-handle series that have been like the standard RIFFE gun for years and years. All the guys on the team rely on those mid-handle guns regularly when we're hunting big fish. And the Raider really is just a improved, finished version of that. It would be very difficult for me to go back now to those original mid-handle guns that I loved and still, you know, have. But after using Raider, it's just so smooth and precise. We took a lot of things from the Blue Water Elite series, obviously, which is why it's such a wide gun. But you really need that for stability, and it actually makes the gun swing laterally a lot better. I thought it would be very important and smart for us to keep all the design features that make that Blue Water Elite series such a specific and obvious like RIFFE gun, and bring those to the new line. I know Brandon played a really big role in designing those early ones, and so I wanted to see that push forward into the new Raider, and I was there for a lot of the meetings we had about what the design was going to be.
All the considerations into it, like even these days, you know, like back on the day, deep diving and blue water hunting were probably not going hand by hand.
Right.
But
no,
you know,
sure.
These days, you know, people are diving deep, and you need a gun that you can maneuver and be able to perform the same way, you know?
Introducing the new Raider series spear guns. Power and precision is the first thing that comes to mind when I think of these beautiful spear guns. With all the hard work from our team and endless hours in the water perfecting these models, I know my father Jay would be so proud.